Oftentimes, the most memorable aspects of a RPG deal with those that you surround yourself with. In Hogwarts Legacy, these strong friendships that you may form will make up your companions. Some students at Hogwarts will become friends. As players grow these relationships, these schoolmates will become companions who can accompany players on their journey, expand their abilities, and open up as players learn their stories. Now, we can't tell yet how truly fleshed out these companion characters will turn out to be, but it does seem like they will be playing fairly important roles. Avalanche Software has focused a decent amount of their Hogwarts Legacy promotion on companions, and this goes for the Hogwarts Legacy trailers and Avalanche's own social media posts. We know for sure that companions will have their own backstories, and along these same lines, there will be companion-specific quests. We know that at times, a companion, or companions perhaps, will be able to accompany us on some of our own quests. And as stated in the FAQ, companions will be able to help expand our own characters' abilities. I'll dive much deeper into all of these aspects here momentarily. Up to now, 3 companions have been confirmed, each one representing a different Hogwarts house. Sebastion Sallow is in Slytherin, Natsai Onai is a Gryffindor companion, and Poppy Sweeting is a Hufflepuff. Triggered some of you right there, didn't I? This of course leaves out a Ravenclaw companion, which Avalanche could just be holding back on revealing to us. Now, it doesn't seem like you have to be in the same house to form that friendship, but I would imagine that being in the same house would allow for some form of deeper connection. Alright, now let's jump into everything that we know about each individual companion. Back in the State of Play trailer that was released around a half a year ago, we were first officially introduced to Sebastion Sallow, but all that we really learned was this.
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules,
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
is Sebastion Sallow, a charismatic Slytherin
We've been over this, boy. Triple-figs cannot reverse a curse.
with a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
So Sebastion is a charming Slytherin individual that doesn't mind breaking the rules, and his family has a troublesome secret. A few months later, in August of this year, Avalanche released a video called Sebastion Sallow's Dark Legacy, which revealed much more information.
The more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be.
So Sebastion and what seems to be the player character will be trying to learn as much about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts as they can, as it will help them be better prepared. Salazar Slytherin, for those who may be unaware, is one of the founders of Hogwarts, and he of course created the House of Slytherin. Then we watch as the player character and Sebastion venture into a dark dungeon that appears to be located in the Forbidden Forest. Further in what appears to be the same dungeon, we get this little scene.
None of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever.
What do we do now?
It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you. I'm ready. Crucio!
So the Cruciatus Curse is one of the 3 unforgivable curses, and it inflicts intense, excruciating pain on whomever it's cast on. It is a very dark, illegal magic, but for whatever reason, Sebastion and the player on this particular quest need to use this dark magic. We have been shown that this will be a moment of choice, where players will be able to decide if they want to learn the curse and have Sebastion cast it on themselves, or if they want to learn the curse and cast it on Sebastion, or not learn it at all. Using the curse seems to be the key to opening up a door to the next room. Now, despite this being a rather dark companion quest, Sebastion up to this point doesn't really give off the evil vibe. We should also take into account this clip.
A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable.
So this is hinting to us that Sebastion is dipping into the dark arts out of necessity, and one would assume that this has to do with his troubling family secret. Luckily for us, the Hogwarts Legacy Twitter and Instagram accounts recently tweeted out some companion profile cards, and here's what we got for Sebastion. Sebastion is a charming and extroverted boy whose twin sister Anne suffers from a mysterious, debilitating curse. Sebastion is convinced that her last hope for a cure lies in the dark arts, and he is determined to find it. So it's starting to make more sense now. Sebastion has a twin sister who is cursed, and for whatever reason, the cure to this curse lies within the dark arts. Now, there's plenty of theories out there as to what this curse on Anne may be. Is she suffering from vampirism? Is she a werewolf? Is she an obscurial, which is a young wizard or witch suffering from a dark parasitical force? Or is she perhaps a maledictus? The interesting thing about a maledictus is that they are females who carry a blood curse which ultimately turns them permanently into a beast. Considering that Sebastion and Anne are twins, and this blood curse is passed down from mother to daughter, this would make sense as to why Sebastion is not affected by this blood curse. There's also a theory out there that this guy, which appears to be the Care of Magical Creatures teacher or the Gamekeeper, may be Sebastion and Anne's father. Now this got me thinking, and I'll probably just do an entire video on this in the future. If that theory about this teacher being Sebastion and Anne's father is true, maybe this guy became the Care of Magical Creatures teacher because his wife turned into a beast in the past. Perhaps this forced him into a life that he didn't expect, and being a good husband, he probably wanted to provide the best care possible for his wife, who is now permanently a beast, and this got him involved in the Care of Magical Creatures. Got no idea if that's true, but I'm just throwing that out there. Moving on to Natsai Onai, and in the State of Play trailer we got this.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks.
So an adventurer driven by the justice she seeks, and she is in Gryffindor. A few months later, Natsai Onai appeared in the Hogwarts Legacy Autodesk presentation.
Restrain the face!
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get these things back.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Natsai and the player character seem to be on a mission where they're trying to save a hippogriff named Highwing from what appears to be poachers. Now, we didn't get a full trailer for her alone like we did with Sebastion, but when Avalanche released her companion profile card, we got some great information. Wise, quick-witted, and possessed of a need to seek justice, Natsai grew up in Matabeleland, Africa, where she attended Uagadu, the largest wizarding school in the world. She transferred to Hogwarts when her mother became the school's divination professor, and is adapting to her new life in Scotland. So Natsai Onai comes from Africa, and the wizarding school that she attended there was the acclaimed Uagadu, which is located in the Mountains of the Moon in western Uganda. Avalanche is setting up Natsai to potentially have a really interesting backstory, as we may learn more about the life of wizards and witches on a completely different continent. Natsai and the player character are both technically new students at Hogwarts, so this also has potential for some bonding moments. We also learn that Hogwarts' divination teacher is Natsai Onai's mother, and her mother accepting this position is the reason as to why Natsai transferred all the way out to Hogwarts from Uagadu. So I would expect to have some interactions with Natsai's mother as well, and perhaps Professor Onai may give us some valuable knowledge, considering that it is said that much of magic originated in Africa. As to why and what Natsai is seeking justice for, we're going to have to wait and see.
Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
But what happens now?
So Poppy Sweeting is a Hufflepuff, and she appears to be younger than the player character. We know that she is kind-hearted, loves magical beasts, and is able to connect with them on an interesting level. For Poppy's companion card, it reads, Poppy is a bright and compassionate girl with extensive knowledge and a deep love for creatures. In fact, she believes creatures have far more redeeming qualities than most people, and has a particular aversion to poachers and those who work with them. So taking all of this into account, and also the heavy focus on magical creatures in general, Poppy may have a really important role to play in this game. We've already been shown that we can have a vivarium, so perhaps Poppy will help save injured magical creatures that are being poached, and bring them back to our vivarium to nurse them back to health. One more interesting aspect about Poppy is her last name being Sweeting. In the late 17th century and early 18th, a magi zoologist known for being an expert on unicorns had the name of Havelock Sweeting. Havelock may even turn up on one of your chocolate frog cards. Now this is a couple centuries before Hogwarts Legacy, but is it just a coincidence? I would think not. So those are the 3 companions in Hogwarts Legacy that have been confirmed to us. But where is a companion that will represent the Ravenclaw house? It seems very likely that there will be one, but Avalanche may just be holding back on revealing this companion to us to create a little excitement and suspense. The moment that we do get some information, I'll be sure to keep you all in the loop. Thank you so much for watching, and for more Hogwarts Legacy content, be sure to hit that subscribe button.